Hello everyone, my name is Tyler and welcome to another breakdown brought to you by the Halo Collective. This breakdown will be going over the recent gameplay that we have seen by the name of Swords of Sanghelios, which is where we get to see some more gameplay based around the famed planet of Sanghelios, the homeworld of the elites. The video begins and we see a Type 56 Lich flying through space, as well as carrying a Phantom below it. Although as quickly as we see the Phantom below it, it seems to disengage and fly to a nearby planet's surface, while the Lich takes another course. As the Phantom is flying through the skies of the planet, this is where we see the date and planets for the first time. Sanghelios, 28th of October, 2558. During this moment, where we all see the date, we have a look at the landscape of the ground below the Phantom, as well as the skies behind the Phantom. Something of importance would be the planets, or moons, which are clearly seen in the sky, much different from anything we could ever experience here on Earth. Then again, we all knew that already, you know, unless you don't look out your window! Next we see the Phantom beginning to land, and we see a weapon become visible. Only a single weapon is shown exiting the hull of the ship, so we can assume it is a Type 44 Phantom, as these types of Phantoms only had a singular cannon in the front, and it was seen a lot during the events of Halo 4, which happens to be earlier in the year of 2558. Although we can also see that the hull of the Phantom doesn't have the normal markings of the Type 44, as this Phantom seems to be a lot smoother. It could possibly be a new model of Phantom, which would be very exciting to see. But it is also possible it is just meant to look better in terms of game development. However, we do know 343 Industries has a knack for including new things into the canon. Next we see Agent Locke exiting the Phantom and dropping to water below. Over the audio we can hear a small explanation of the Swords of Sanghelios. After a quick scene change, they are now moving through a small hole into a large canyon-shaped environment. Locke's voice is heard mentioning the hole, and then Tanaka quickly interrupts him before he can finish. She calls out the nearby snipers, and then Buck gives some comment on it as well. Good job, Buck. It may not be completely important to mention Tanaka interrupting Locke mid-sentence, but it could easily be a hint towards the relationship, as 343 Industries is continuing to say that both teams' dynamics are very much different. After taking out a sniper, Locke moves to hit the next on the opposing canyon wall. You can also hear Ungoy yelling that the war is over, so we can be safe to assume that Ungoy talking will make a mighty return. Rickey, I swear to fucking God, if you put information that people have known for months in the script again, I am going to fucking spank you with a belt. What did you just say to me? Okay, that's it. Get over here, you little shit. Olympia and Buck seem to be speaking with one another as Locke gets a few headshots. And with each headshot, the Ungoy scream. Locke then hits a Sangheli with a Type 27 beam rifle. The Sangheli quickly takes cover, which causes Locke to begin moving, and he crashes through a wall and dispatches the Sangheli quickly. Now this is really cool because it shows how 343 Industries is using the new Spartan abilities to give us new options in gameplay, as the charge through the canyon wall gives us an opportunity to find flank points if the player is able to locate them. Locke gives a command to his team before turning around and moving once more. We then see another look at the plasma caster, which was introduced earlier at E3. A quick ground pound disperses multiple Ungoy, their backpacks exploding in a green color rather than the regular blue. Two Kigyar begin assaulting Locke, and after tossing a grenade towards them, he turns to dispatch yet another Ungoy. Locke mentions a ramp for Osiris to push up on as he moves out and into cover to shoot his weapon. Another small scene change, and Locke is now moving up a small hill. No longer holding the plasma caster, but instead holding the Type 55 piece of shit. The Type 55 storm rifle. That is actually a really good weapon, and everyone uses it. Locke then battles the enemies for some time, using a combination of the storm rifle and the plasma caster to defeat two cloaked zealots.
Split up, Osiris.
A quick change to the carbine, the blue carbine, and he continues moving forward. We won't call it the Type 51 carbine, as you can clearly see it isn't the same model, based on looks of course. Then see as Locke shows off as he traverses the ruins in ways that haven't been done in Halo before. After that, he quickly engages the enemy once more. After some fighting, we have yet another goddamn scene change. This new scene takes us to the entrance of a broken down building. Holly Tanaka makes reference to the Covenant's communications, speaking as if they had already had the Arbiter's forces beat, which would be to a different contrast than what we saw in previous Halo 5 gameplay. Olympia makes some comments as that this was already seen as ruins before humanity began building the pyramids, which would point out how ancient it truly is. After this, we then see multiple ships fly by the opening in front of Locke. Buck makes a reference to act natural in hopes of being unnoticed. After a few comments, they move up and witness the building being sieged, which Olympia references being the Elder Council, and that the Arbiters should be inside.
That building's taking a beating.
That's the Elder Council chamber. McQuarrie said the Arbiter was there.
The gameplay then fades to black, and that's the end of the gameplay. We had fun. No, I had fun going step by step through this video. Not you, Ricky. You didn't have any fun, you piece of shit! But we want to know if anybody else has seen anything of interest in the video that we might have missed. What is your opinion on what we did point out? Are you more excited than when you were previously? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. After the classic comment of someone declaring their first, of course, Diana! Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on anything and everything Call of Halo. It's Halo. We're the Halo Collective. Yeah.
Push forward, Osiris.